All right, here we are on the table with all these magazines. I know it's crazy, but it's National Geographic, so you've probably seen lots of these. You can get lots of these, they're easy to get. This is not hard to get, and that's why we'll be going through and dealing with some of these here in this live stream. Talk about harvesting magazines. You know, I like to harvest magazines. We're going to cut them up and use them for future collage art projects. But before that, have a bunch of things I want to talk about because lots of things have been going on in the back end here. Lots of things. Building this channel up, trying to create it, trying to get it going, trying to get everything figured out. I have redesigned, finally, after like 4 or 5 different renditions, I have redesigned the header of my YouTube page. Keeping it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. We just want to let people know that it's like about magazines, you know, and that collage art same time. So we got the long barcode in there, so that's something that we tried to incorporate into it. I decided to update my profile picture just to get rid of like the little magazine vibe. I think it's confusing people's brains, and it's just like I want to keep it simple, make it easy to see, like, okay, that's what I look like, that's my face. These are my hands, by the way, you know, my hands, but just so you could see my face, and then get rid of all the text in there and make it less jumbly. And then same with the header, kind of went through different renditions, and I think we came to a conclusion to just make it like the barcode, the tape, the magazines, because we're ripping things up and it's paper. We're always dealing with paper over here. So some bigger things happen in the back end, though. Made some decisions. This is with me and my teenage daughter. It's not like we have a big company and everyone's making decisions. It's just me. And then I asked my daughter what she thinks, because she's smart and into like streaming and stuff like that, and very creative person. So I always like bouncing things off her, even when she doesn't like it. She may get a little upset with me sometimes because I'm always asking her questions, but I appreciate her help a lot, and it has been helpful just kind of having someone to bounce the ideas off of. So something that we came to the conclusion is that we're confusing the algorithm. We are confusing the algorithm big time, because there's already a lot of mixture from lots of different types of magazines, and that can be confusion to the algorithm, because one day we're talking about fashion, next day we're talking about Death of the Nile, you know what I mean? It could be, oh, what's this, King Tut? You know, we could be looking at King Tut's tomb. You never really know what's going to happen in the next live stream or the next magazine set that we pull up. So it's kind of all over the place. We're trying to tie it all into magazines because I have so many magazines, thousands and thousands of magazines. So trying to tie it all in to magazines. But I also love making collage art because it's just fun, and I think everyone should do it because it's just a fun thing to do, and it's a stress reliever, and there's no big, like, you don't have to be a super artist, you know what I'm saying, really good drawer, really good at painting to make collage art. So I think it's a really cool thing. So that's why I'm trying to tie that all in. The thing is, though, is that I cut up all these magazines all the time. I'm always cutting them up. Oops, bent that cover. Always cutting them up, making them for future collage art projects. I like to call them assets. We're trying to get some assets. I'm not going to flip through that right now. You never know what kind of page you're going to land on with these Nat Geos. We'll talk about that in a minute. But you never know what kind of assets you're going to get. I like to compile the assets from these magazines and then use them in future collage art projects. I plan on putting them together in packs. I like to call them packs. They're going to be a bunch of assets of cool pages, and we're going to stylize them, put them together, and then give them away on the channel, so other people have a chance to make some cool collage art from all these magazines that I have as well. And while we're talking about that, let me see if I could pull that up, because I had it on this other phone. Let's see if it'll load here. Does it want to load? It doesn't want to load. This kind of shows, and you'll see, this kind of shows what the packs look like. Let's see if it'll go. We'll just kind of talk while this kind of flips through. This is this table full of magazine clippings, and there's just lots of different ones, lots of different crazy pieces. There's a big yacht right there, and this one was like gold. I kind of put it together. This was my first test run of how to put these packs together, and then we'll start giving them away to people so they can make collage art. And then I'm really excited to see what the community will make with them and what kind of collage art they'll come up with out of all these clippings. So that's something we're going to do in the future. So it's a really cool thing that we're going to be doing, putting them together in stylized packs. And so that's in the future with all these magazine clippings. That's what I'm going to do. But also, I'm going to make collage art myself with these clippings. It's just something fun I love doing, and I think it's an awesome thing, a way to express myself and a way to have fun and be creative and just, you know, do something with my spare time, I guess you could say. But I really enjoy it. So we'll be doing that. We'll be making some clipping packs. Let me put that to the side. we'll be making some clipping packs. But so I cut through all these magazines. That's something that I'm doing all the time, cutting through these magazines. Oh, there goes a dragster. He's just racing by. Sometimes that picks up in the mic, sometimes it doesn't. Live on a busy street, so to be expected. And that brings into the next topic, is the ASMR. I like to make ASMR by cutting up these magazines. Although we came to the decision that we're going to put them on a separate page because we're confusing the algorithm. We're confusing them. They don't know if we want to give relaxing ASMR videos or if we want some crazy reaction videos from all these magazines that I have. So we're kind of trying to figure it out and deal with it. It's a new page. I'm growing. So if you have it in your heart to subscribe to the channel, you can help out a growing little boy. You know, I am growing in height. I don't care if I have to get some insoles in my shoes. I'll go buy a pair of cowboy boots. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get taller. You just watch. But we're growing the channel here, so it's a start that we're doing. So the ASMR stuff, I'm gonna be putting on a new channel. It's called Snip Clip Rip. It has 1 subscriber. It is me, and there is no videos on there yet. So it's gonna be a work in progress. And it's like, dang man, I was doing all that stuff, building it up, and now I have to restart again. But I think it'll be worth it in the long run because they're gonna be some chill videos. Plus, then I think that they're visually stimulating because you get to see all the cool clippings from the magazines, and then you get the cool sound. So it depends on what you want. If you want them both, it'll all be in one. But then you could just watch it in a playlist. You could just keep watching it in a playlist, and it doesn't have to pop up with my crazy antics happening with the magazine. So it's kind of a combination of both. It'll be a related page. I will link it on this page here in the near future, but I plan on making a lot more collage art and showing you all of my crazy amount of magazines on this channel, and then reacting to some of the stuff because it's so funny. You never know, when Jaws is going to pop up, or you never know when your crazy uncle's going to come visit. Actually, this might be your kid. This could be your kid. And then here's, his cousin. Here's your crazy uncle. Here's your crazy uncle right here. You never know when your crazy uncle's going to pop up and want to eat your barbecue. You know what I mean? And then his cousin Sasquatch. Yeah. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen. And that's not very relaxing. This might actually not help you go to sleep. This might freak you out and keep you up all night. So you never really know. So that's why we're deciding to try to break it up and put it on a separate channel. It's a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of different stuff. But finally, I was taking all the time to figure out the graphics for this channel, get rid of the yellow. And I was trying to get rid of the yellow. And the next thing you know, I have a whole table full of yellow. I don't really know how that happened, but I've had these National Geographics. Now, they're not crazy rare. You can find National Geographics all over the place. They're just easy to get and easy to collect, so I don't feel bad about cutting them up. So that's going to happen here. We're going to go through them. The thing about this is that with National Geographics, there can be some really cool pictures, but you can come across something that's not so cool or appealing to the eyes or appealing to online platforms. We can't show some of that stuff. So as I cut these up, I'll probably flip them like this, find a good page, and then open it up and we can slice it out. I don't think I can slice out that many of them doing this because sometimes I'll just go and just cut the binding off and then flip through them. Something's gonna have to happen with these. These are stacks. This ain't even all. You can't even see it from this shot. I mean, there's just tons, and I have more boxes behind me of these. These are like early 2000s, this is 1991, so 1991 here, so 1990s, early 2000s. There's a bunch of these in here. There's that famous one right there. People, like, this picture was like really famous, and then they had trouble trying to find this lady of who she actually was because she was so famous and the picture was so like iconic. And then they found her, and I have the issue here of where they found her. I have the original one here of her, and then I found this one. I found it. They found her, I found this, but it's like a skinnier edition now. It's also the Nile one on the back, so it's like a special little issue right there. So these ones I wouldn't cut up. I think that they could be resold or something, even though they're not in perfect shape. This the found one here Has a little bit of bubbling to it, a little bit of bubbling on the back. But if you're just in it for the articles, this one's in pretty good shape of the original one. And it is from 1985. So I don't know, I guess something got snuck in here. Probably up there. Some of these that are up here are a little older, maybe. Can't see. December 2001. That one's not as old. This one's like the oldest, I guess. And you know, they almost all these have the maps in them. So all these maps right here. So I just filmed a magazine haul like that I do on the channels. I filmed a magazine haul of all of these magazines, just kind of looking at them, checking them out. Didn't like flip through them all the way, just kind of showing some stuff. And so that won't be posted for probably a month or so because I have other magazine hauls that need to go up. Looks like the map might be in that one. Let's be careful what we open. Yeah, so there's that. And look, it's got that picture again in it. This way. That's kind of a mummy there or something. Can't show too much of this stuff with the Nat Geos. Can't show too much of it just because they're graphic imagery inside of them, but they're also really, really cool pictures. And I'm lucky enough that I have these two. The Chief with the Chief on it. America before Columbus. Oh, there goes an emergency. There's a fire truck or something going by. This one's really cool because it's like about rubies and sapphires, and the lady that gave me these, she used to like work in like grading rubies and stuff, and that's why she had both of these. Ignore that engine in the background, fire hydrant, fire truck or whatever running by. But yeah, she used to do that, and she would like grade them and stuff, and so she had to have this one, and I'm super happy to have it because of the Chief on it, and I'm, you know, Muscalero Apache. So, oh, there's one right there. So, gotta be careful. We're gonna be careful of what we flip through here, and I'll probably flip through it like this, and I'm trying to gut them for, you know, collage art projects in the future. If I don't cut them up, I think I'll donate them because these are not necessarily my flavor of magazines. Here, I just got one in the mail. Turn to the mic. I just got one in the mail. These are my favorite magazines as of right now. I've said that before. I'll say it again. Until it changes, I'll let you know when it changes. But these, because just living artfully, it's just so cool. There's so much cool stuff in these. And so these are like my favorite. We'll be flipping through these. I'll be cutting those up on the ASMR stuff in the future on the other channel. So we'll go and do that. But just beautiful magazines. I love going through these. These not so much. Now, I mean, they're cool magazines. They have very good photography. No lie. They have some really good photography. And but I may be looking at a sapphire or a ruby like that, and then I'll flip the page, and then they're getting a cow or something, and it's like, I, you know, didn't want to see that right now. You know, I just ate lunch or something. So kind of kills my vibe. I don't want to see that kind of stuff. So you just never know. Plus, I can't really show that stuff to y'all here on the live stream because I could get in trouble for showing those graphic pictures, which, you know, yes, it is real life. It could be real life on the Amazon. You know what I mean? But, man, there's only one tree. That's not good for the Amazon. That's not good. And this was in 2007, so it's kind of scary to see that kind of picture. Speaking of that, gas. Here's one about gas and oil. After oil, it's like life after oil. I was just over in Vancouver, Washington. I just crossed the bridge there, and gas was $5 a gallon, $4.99. And I was like, oh man, that's it's killing the wallet right there. Might be running out of oil over there in Washington. I don't know. We're across the bridge. It's not much better over here, but and this explains it. The end of cheap oil. So maybe that tells us why, or you know, the gas tax or something up here over on the West Coast. You know, I don't know what it's like to have cheap gas. I've always lived over here in the Northwest West Coast, so used to that. Never ends. But we do have lots of coffee around here. This is why we love coffee. I think it's pretty pretty cool. I kind of want to figure out why I love coffee so much. I had my coffee this morning. Ooh, yeah, I was showing this in the magazine haul where it shows you how to do that. And maybe teach you a little something. I don't need to do that. Just pour it in. I'm just going to drink it anyway. So lots of cool stuff, though. Killer hurricanes, and then the Grand Canyon. Have you ever been to the Grand Canyon? It's kind of crazy place. This guy, I wouldn't be this guy. Too close to the edge. I don't like it. It's a little sketchy. I'm kind of afraid of heights. I don't know. It just gives that gut feeling, you know, in your gut when you're like, I shouldn't be standing here. Check this out. Wolf to wolf. It's just about like dogs and their evolution. Speaking of evolution, where is that? This guy. Was Darwin wrong? You be the judge of that. I don't know. Was this your cousin? I don't know. I don't think we're related. So he does look pretty cute though. He's a little cute guy. He's pretty cute. So I don't know. I haven't read this. I haven't read most of these because it just was given to me, and you know, I have so many magazines. It's like I'm not gonna sit here and read all these. Although my daughter does love sharks. She has a bunch of shark stuff. Something that she really likes. And I don't know if she'd like this though, because it's gonna be graphic. It's probably gonna show the shark's food in here. There's a shark right there. He's pretty cool looking. Make sure we're not swiping to not and crate. Yeah, see, look, this kind of makes it sad though. You like the shark, but the shark's trying to eat this guy. So, you know, it's Nat Geo. Welcome to the world. It's not as friendly as you may think it is. So, oh, that scuba diver is pretty cool though. Scuba diving. Yep. But I did see some stuff just while flipping through there. I saw some stuff that I definitely can't show on YouTube. So kind of questionable. So that's what we're working on. We're working on trying to deal with these because I got all those little cases for magazines, you know, that you put on your shelf. I had a whole bunch of them. I didn't even realize it. Somebody gave me those. They're like from IKEA. They're white, you know, and you just like put them on your bookshelf. I had a whole bunch of them, and I was like, oh, this is going to help me get a bunch of magazines organized so I can see them and pull them out as needed, which I'm going to need when I'm doing the cutting up videos and stuff. And that's why all these are on the table, because there's boxes and boxes of these that I just needed to deal with. So I filmed the magazine haul. I have these all on the table, tons of them on the table, and I need to kind of assess of like, you know, am I going to cut them up? Like, or which ones would I cut up? Or which ones are still valuable? Or would I donate them? Donate them to somebody? This one seems pretty cool. Look at this. Wow. Wow. That one's pretty cool. So maybe donate that without cutting it out, because maybe someone will buy it. I'm keeping these ones, and I'm not going to cut them up. Maybe I could cut up one of them because I have two. And this one has a little pin mark on it. So this one right here is in better shape. Let me... set him to the side. And now this one, he could be cut. His fate could meet the blade here shortly. But it's something that I need to do. I need to organize. I need to figure out what I'm doing and get more focused on what's happening, because I have so much to do on this channel. So many cool projects I want to bring to y'all, and I want to get back to creating more collage art. I've just been overwhelmed. My table's full of magazines, so I need to like figure out how to deal with these or what to do. Get them to somebody, or try to sell them, or donate them, or cut them up. But something needs to happen because there's too many. So I'm going to be doing this, but I can't use these in the ASMR videos because the graphicness of some of the pictures. But I have a funny story for you. These... So speaking of ASMR, I got to go back. I'm recalibrating all that stuff and making those cool magazine ASMR videos that are pretty different. They're just me cutting up magazines. Very visual. They look cool and then they sound cool. But it's trying to get the sound down, and I live on a busy street, and I just heard a crazy trailer do a little jump thing on the street. So I got to watch out for weird sound. But I don't remember where these came from, but it brought me to a story. I was studio engineer as a kid. Like out of high school is what I like to do, is run studios. And my mom worked at Sherry's. They went out of business here in Oregon, so they're no longer around here. But she worked at Sherry's, and I was taking our old junky basement, which was an unfinished basement, and turning it into a recording studio. And she would bring me home stacks and stacks of these egg cartons to put on the wall. So I had my whole wall of the basement, big basement, you know, it was unfinished, but then we started finishing it, me and my friends, and put these all over the walls, on the ceiling, and then spray painted it, or not spray paint like a can, but like an actual spray gun, and spray painted the whole walls. We called the place the cellar because it had this big cellar door to get into it, but all of the walls were covered in these egg cartons. And the thing that reminded me of it is that it used to annoy me, because then my friends would come around and they would be always pushing these things in. They'd always push these things in. It's like bubble wrap, and it's just like get on my nerves so bad. It's like, dude, I put these on the wall. I glued them to the wall with adhesive. I painted them. You need to start putting your fingers in these things. I'm gonna put my finger in your face here in a second, but yeah, get on my nerves. But it was really cool. They did work for sound dampening. I'm not gonna do this to my place right now. That was kind of a thing back in the day. You know, I had a little makeshift studio, and it was really fun. This kind of stuff doesn't sound nothing like my studio. I just got this cheap live streaming gear just so I could live stream. Maybe one day I'll get it real professional sounding, and I know what it takes. It takes some moolah. That's what it takes. You gotta, you know, pay for the nicer mic, pay for the better setup, get you a mixing board, make sure this sounds good. But, you know, doesn't sound too horrible right now. We got our little lo-fi vibes going, and then just the mic, as long as the mic's not popping. I know it may be a little low sounding on the live stream, but you could just turn up the volume a little bit. Now, don't swipe into anything else because it may be loud, or, you know, be prepared for that. That's kind of how it goes. But, yeah, I found these, and I thought that was funny. Another thing that, working on is we're cutting up all these for assets, like I like to call them. We're cutting up them for assets to make future collage art projects. So I need to get organized. I have all these clippings from all these magazines that I've already cut. I already cut up a ton of magazines, and I have all these clippings. They're kind of organized. They're in USPS boxes, the large ones, but they're getting full, and it's hard to get it because you pull out the stacks and then they're like sliding all around, and it's hard to, you know, find out what you want, even though I labeled them and I put dividers in between the stacks of like, these are models, these are, you know, perfumes, and so they're kind of organized, but it's really hard to get to. So came up with this concept. I can't take credit for it. My daughter came up with this concept, and we got some of these envelopes. I don't know if you ever knew that, but these little folding binder here, if you just take this, I know I'm not telling you anything you probably don't know, but if you take this bottom, sorry for the noise, and you bend it, now it makes this like little flat bottom, so it stacks up really good, which is perfect for our, you know, putting our papers in, and then I can label them. And then here's the other part that we came up with. We came up with these boxes. I got these off of Scamazon. So these boxes are like filing boxes. Now they have the little top to them and stuff like that, so that was cool. It has the top to it, so it's going to help make them file. And you can do the small files this way, like, which is regular paper 11. I don't know, you probably know, I'm not telling you nothing you don't know, but these are like 14, so they're longer because some of the magazine clippings are longer, and I just want to be able to have more maneuver. But these boxes are cool because this way it's short, but the long way, the files fit in the long way, so it's pretty cool like that. So that's where I've been trying to get everything together. Just got these in the mail, and we're going to try to organize the clippings. I want to organize them with you as well. I want you to be a part of it when we make clipping packs, and then hopefully I can give some away to y'all because I have way too many clippings. What am I going to do with all these magazine clippings? I don't care about these magazines. These magazines were given to me for free, and you can find Nat Geos like anywhere for free. Just go on, you know, Craigspace or Face Space Marketplace. You can get some of these for free. There's always people giving these things away. Like, people can't, they just want them gone. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking for some Nat Geos, do not feel bad for these. Go find you a set of free ones. Someone just gave these to me. I was actually at this lady's house to buy some Western magazines. I'm like, oh, I want those Western magazines. I'll drive over and pick them up. They're cool. They're like Old West. You've maybe seen those. I'll have a magazine haul of those coming up here in the future. I have them tucked away in a box, but they're like old Western stores. Billy the Kid, and, you know, the Showdown and stuff like that. So they're interesting magazines. Maybe not the best for collage art, but they are interesting. And I was going to buy them from her for pretty cheap. And she's like, well, do you want some more magazines? I'll just give them to you for free. And I'm like, oh, sure, I'll take them. And then like her husband came out with this huge box, and he was like, oh, this is just one of the boxes. Well, I was like, oh, I'll take them. And she's like, no, I'll bring them to your van. Like, they didn't want me to leave any of them, and they just came and filled up the back of my van with all these magazines. I'm like, okay, I'll take them. So it's cool. But these are pretty clean. They're all pretty clean. All of them, almost all, well, some of them fell out, but all of them have the maps and stuff in them. So if you're interested in the maps, again, this one keeps catching my eye. He keeps catching my eye. And this guy, he's looking deep into your soul. I don't trust him. But we have all these magazines, and we'll probably cut them up for assets. You know what I'm saying? So cut them up, use them for collage art stuff. Not necessarily what I like to use all the time, but there's beautiful stuff. If it's of the Grand Canyon, I love the Grand Canyon. It's a beautiful place. And again, I can't like flip through it showing you because you never know what they're gonna land on. But that's pretty. That might be in the Grand Canyon. Look at the Grand Canyon there. So pretty. Sketchy though. Sketchy. Standing on that edge is real sketchy. I don't know how you feel about heights, but man, when I go up to the edge, it's just like I feel like there's just this gut in my stomach, and I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to get any closer, you know. It just kind of makes me feel like I want to step back. Maybe I'll get a drone next time, because I want to look down into it. I just don't know how I'm going to look down into it. So it's a little sketchy on that end. But yeah, so we're just going. Oh, we got a subscriber. I didn't notice that. Sorry, my ear is not notifying me right now. I don't know. I got to mute that thing and then turn this thing on and I'll get it. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate that. It looks like a comment too. I can't read it this second, but maybe I'll get to it here at the end. Maybe we saw the graphic pop up. I wasn't paying attention. We finally got a new graphic, a little graphic, and it's our little logo, and it's like crumbly paper, and it should pop up on the thing, and then we have the waiting screens and stuff like that. So I took the time to reevaluate the channel and just make it clean and simple and stop trying to overdo it. You know what I mean? It's just really hard to keep it simple, stupid. You know, you always want to make it cool and do all this extra stuff, and it didn't. I was overdoing it, and I realized just slow it down. Just make people understand that, you know, it's about magazines, it's about collage art, and it's really cool because there's so much in here. But what kind of magazines are we looking at? I guess all types of magazines, as long as they're not, you know, adult magazines. We don't look at that kind of stuff. Doesn't tickle my fancy anyway. Check these out though. King Tut. I wonder if we can see King Tut. Now, hold on, don't be peeking. We don't want any weird stuff in here. But can we see his tomb? Oh yeah, there's some hyenas doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of crazy. Yeah, you know, it's tricky. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to cut through these in this. Oh, there's King Tut. Balling like King Tut. And this shows like the Valley of the Kings here and stuff like that. So really interesting. They're really interesting magazines. I mean, oh, how old is it? How old is it? I don't know. I think it's older than they say. Whoa! I think it's older than they say it is. I mean, even in this book, that's just in my. I've never been there, so don't take my word for it. I'm not a geologist or whatever. But man, King Tut, he's balling. Look at that gold. Man, if I could just come across a couple of those gold nuggets, change everything. I'd buy some better graphics for my channel. I'd have someone design them for me, so I'd stop trying to design them in Canva or whatever I was using. I use Canva, and then I use like CapCut or something to like make it crumble in the paper, you know. Hopefully it works. So I didn't get to see it. I'll have to go back and look at the preview. If you subscribe to the channel, we'll see the thing pop up on there. So, or I don't know if it says comments. I think it just does it when you subscribe to the channel or donate or something like that. So we're working out, we're figuring it out. All these magazines, I don't know. Do you like soccer? You play soccer? This one's all about soccer. Why the world loves soccer. I used to play soccer as a kid, and I made it up to where they had to let me on the team. I wasn't very good, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't very good, but finally I made it to a select team where they actually selected me on the team, and I forget that position I played. I played back by the goalie. It was a long time ago, but, you know, because I was fast. I was short and I was fast, and that's probably why they selected me, just so I could run and get the ball and stop it from going in the net. But I couldn't do much else than that, so... It's probably why I'm not a professional soccer player right now. Maybe my height has something to do with it. Again, I'm growing, okay? I'm growing. I'll get some cowboy boots. I will get taller. You watch. I'm going to get taller. I'm a grown boy. You can help this grown boy by helping me grow the channel, and we'll see what happens. But polar bears, these ones are pretty cool. The little cute polar bears right there, and then the fearsome polar bears. But see, I'm not used to seeing these bears. I'm used to seeing these bears. Grizzlies. We live in the Northwest, so I don't know. I think we have black bears, actually. Probably a mixture of both. And I don't ever get to see the sharks. I do live on the West Coast. That shark looks a little scary. Kind of freaking me out. I don't know why my daughter likes sharks so much, but she loves sharks. And, yeah, there's that shark again. I think we already showed him. There's that shark again. All right. Well, we have so much stuff. Again, I don't know if you were here for the earlier part, but maybe you missed your child. He's missing. I found him. Don't worry. And there I don't know. This ain't relaxing. This is gonna give you nightmares. I don't know if it'll give you nightmares, but here's your weird uncle. He's here. He looks just like my weird uncle. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. He has that teeth and everything. He has that same smile. Every time he's trying to come over and get some free barbecue, that's the face he makes. So I know him. We're related. Love the chemical reaction. I don't know. Kind of make me want to read that one. Kind of want to read that one. Kind of want to read this one about skin because, you know, I can't live forever. This one's like talking about live longer, but maybe I'd just like to have some beautiful skin. So what we need to do, I know I'm procrastinating, and the procrastination is real because that's why this table is full of magazines, because I've been procrastinating. I need to do something with them. Ooh, Mayans. I like the Mayans. Let me procrastinate a little bit longer. There's some diamonds. I could use some diamonds, and I would like to go to a Mayan temple someday. I just think that would be cool. They look awesome. And maybe I'd like to see a volcano blow up someday. Maybe not too close. I live by Mount St. Helens. I don't want to see that blow up. I don't want to see Mount Hood blow up. That would be kind of crazy. And they were talking all that stuff about how it's been, well, I guess that was Mount Rainier, right? Talking about it's been having lots of earthquakes. So don't want to see that happen. Not here in the Northwest. Maybe go to Hawaii and watch it or something. I don't know where I can leave. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But we need to evaluate this. This is the thing. I'm procrastinating, and that's why I've had all these magazines, and that's why these ones have been on my table for a while, and I can't even get to making collage art. I need to do something, because if I put them in boxes again, I'm just going to be boxed in again, and I don't know what to do. So either I need to at least pick the ones that maybe someone would buy, pick the ones that are worthy of donating, and then pick the ones that maybe a couple I would keep. Like I said, I'll keep this one just because the chief and all, and the rubies and the sapphires. I really like that one. It's pretty cool. But I have two, so this one could get cut. Then I need to pick the ones that can get cut up for collage art. Like, need to do that. Like, that's mission number one. It's very important. I just need to figure this out. So let's look here. We have some ones about Egypt, and I think I just did that. I just bent it, so that's not nice. This one, we know that this one is a famous cover. This lady was like a famous, iconic picture, and there's a lot to do with this. This one, I think it sells online for, you know, like 20-30 bucks potentially. If you ever find this, you can look it up yourself and find it. It is from June 1985. Almost as old as me. It's almost as old as me. How old do you think I am? Older than I look, I'll tell you that for real. And then I have this one that goes with it where they found her. I was just talking about this, but this one's kind of bumpy. It's kind of maybe some moisture issues. Yeah, the full thing feels bumpy, but then I found this one that's kind of like a special edition. See, it's got the Nile one on the back, and then it's got the found on it. So maybe I keep this Nile one because it has the back piece and they go together like that, and now they're together. And then I keep it with the found one, and then I keep it with this one that I know is valuable in a way. Oh, excuse me. So I think that that's a good set. Now, what I think is going to happen is my daughter, I'm just going to give him, she's a teenager. Again, I'm older than I look. She's a teenager, and I'm just a full-time single parent. So I'm always just trying to help her do things creatively. And she has a lot of creative projects of her own that she does, but she needs money for those projects. So I think I'll give her magazines that I don't need, and she could try to sell them on eBay or something. Maybe someday I'll list the eBay link of our store, and she can sell the magazines that I don't need for my projects, and she can make a little money off of them or something, and then people can get the magazines that they want, because maybe somebody really wants this magazine, and maybe they want this set of magazines, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. So this one I'll put, I don't want to keep more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep more, but I kind of have to on some of them. They need to be sold or donated. I know a place that sells magazines for cheap, and they are a food bank as well. Well, they're like a food bank. They give away free food every week to lots of people that need it, and there are a lot of people that need it. You'd be surprised if you pull up to that place on Tuesdays. I think they do it a couple days a week, but when you pull up to that place, it is just packed because they are giving out food and people need it. So giving them these magazines, them selling them for like 50 cents to $1 or something is super cool. Maybe someone could find this and maybe it's worth $20 or $10 or something, and they bought it for $1 and they can make a little money on it, and the place makes money, and then they can give some food out. So I think that that's a good mission. I don't want to waste all the magazines, but I do want to cut some out for some collage art projects. So let me reach up here. You can't even see all these. They're out of the camera angle. Now that I don't use the GoPro, the angle is not as wide. The lens is not as wide. Okay, it looks like, you know, you've probably heard that story before. Told him, don't do it, don't do it. We'll put that to the side. This Russian one, it's bumpy. It looks like someone used it as a cup holder. So not gonna be in the inside's fine. But, ooh, that was a crazy alligator. Or a crocodile, you tell me. Rah, look at, he's fierce. That's another thing that freaks me out. What really freaks me out, though, where is it? Where are you? Big cats. Big cats, man. They just creep me out. I don't know, something about it. That's a leopard, but, you know, over here, like a mountain lion, a cougar. I mean, there's cougars over at the mall. I got to watch out for those cougars as well. But these cougars, when I'm hiking on the trail, it's like, man, I don't know, they freak me out because you could just hear, like, I hear something in the trees and it's like, he's watching me, something's watching me. And we've had reports here where they're running through the city and stuff, and it's like, oh, they're just right on that little nature trail. Everyone thinks they're safe, but they're not safe. There's a mountain lion up there and he could jump on you at any time. And so big cats freak me out. But so these Russian ones, we'll get back to the topic. You see I'm procrastinating. You see how I can stack these up like crazy, and then they just, like, I don't know what to do with them. It's just kind of crazy. But these ones, that one's pretty crazy. I mean, I love that picture. I don't know what I would do with that picture, but dang, I hate giving it away. Oh, look at the hippopotamus. Hungry hippo. It's a hungry hippo. Gotta watch what I flip to. Ooh, auroras. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. See, there's some cool pictures in here. Just in this magazine alone. Maybe since this one is roughed up on the cover, it's not very nice right here. Looks like someone used it as a cup holder. Okay, don't blame you. It was sitting on the table. A little bit, but back here, these aren't messed up. Look at the aurora. These are perfect pictures. So I'd say let's put this in the cut pile. Let's make a couple piles. We'll call that the cut pile. That's the first one. There's some beautiful stuff in there we saw. This is creeping me out. This kind of stuff, I don't know. This is just why there's a couple bumps on it. It feels haunted. I don't like it. Looks like some stainage on the back. There is the map in here. There is the map in there. So that makes it more valuable. This is from 1985. Is it older than you? That's the question. It's not older than me. I'm going to give that away. I'm going to donate that. I want it off of my premises. Get off of my premises. You're freaking me out, bruh. All right. So this one, little bit of, I don't know, little roundness. And I don't know if they were coffee holders or if that, because I've seen that on other magazines and I'm like, why is that there? I just always think that someone set their coffee cup or something on it, their cereal bowl or something. This one has a bunch of them on it. This one has a bunch on it. But, you know, someone might buy it. And see, you can see here in the inside. Look at that. You see my light catching that? That's not good. That's not good for our collage art. Maybe if we glued it and then flattened it out, you know what I'm saying, and really flattened it, we could save that picture. But, you know, and I'm all about saving some stuff, but that might not be worth it. And what, we missing out on this bird? Dang. He's got an attitude. He's got an attitude. He ain't happy with you taking his picture in public. You know, he's just trying to catch some fish. Why don't you leave him alone? And there's a PT pooper. You got a convertible PT pooper. Ain't that a thing? Man. Okay, so I don't know. It's not good for us. Maybe good for somebody else. Can't hurt to donate it. If they don't want it, then it'll meet its fate in the recycling bin. I hate that you got to cut the tree down and do that, but this one's March 1985. I guess there are some 80s in here. I thought we were 90s and 2000s, early 2000s, but it looks like there's some older ones sprinkled in here. So this one, it's in really good shape. There's some stuff on the cover. There's stuff on the cover. It's old looking. It's definitely old looking. Pictures are looking a little older too. Because of the things on the covers, I don't like selling stuff that is defects. Now, all my magazines are going to be used. You know what I'm saying? All magazines are used. I don't buy them brand new to sell them or anything. So if I was going to sell it, or my daughter was going to sell it, then we'd like it to be as clean as possible. We don't like selling off junk or anything like that. So let's keep on back here. I guess these might be older. Jade. There's one for Jade. 1987. September 1987. So it's pretty old, man. Ooh, look at those things. Is that like a praying mantis made out of jade? That's wild. That is so wild. Who carved that? Man, you're a master. You are a master. We should praise you. I gotta find out who did that. That is just insanity. Look at that. It's gold plated. Boom. Probably shouldn't be showing that. What the jade one? I don't know. I wonder if jade, people really love their jade, and there are like lots of collectors and stuff. This is from 87, so it has a little bump there, but it's in pretty good shape for that. It's a Kodak moment. It's a Kodak moment. I'm gonna put this up. We're starting 3 piles. Okay, we got definitely donate, maybe sell, research. Let's research it. Maybe it's got some value. We could research on these things. I could just scan them with the phone and see what pops up and what's sold, like on eBay and just on Lugal and stuff like that. This one, she reminds me of like Marty Rainey. There goes race car again. Ignore that. He's got a farting muffler. It sounds really weird. I don't know why his car sounds like that. She reminds me of like the Rainies. Misty, I think her name's Misty. I don't know if you ever watched that show, The Homestead Rescue, but I like that show just because of they're helping people in their homesteads and then people be more self-reliant. I like that show. Haven't watched it in a long time. You can find it on Discovery Plus. This video is not sponsored. I think they have Nat Geo stuff on there too. I don't know. I don't watch that much TV anymore. August 1985. So no, I don't really know if those topics, like I don't see anything popping out to me. They're just showing like, you never really know. There's some crazy stuff. There's some crazy jewels right there. So I don't know. That's interesting. There's some sharks. I don't want to hit the wrong page or anything because boom, there goes my channel. Like this guy, he's like a mummy. So we'll just, he's a pirate. I don't know. Both of these, we could just donate them. Got to fade away from the mic to get over there. We could just donate those. Be somebody, you know, if they make money off of it, that's fine. I'm not worried about losing any money or anything. It's fine. They were given to me for free, so we're not going to sit here and worry too much about losing value and stuff. We're not shysters. Not a bunch of shysters over here. This one, it has some roughness. I don't think the camera can see that, but the whole thing has been boop dropped on a few times. Looks like kind of rubbed and maybe ripped there on the cover, so we'll donate that. Someone could take that one. This one freaks me out though, like to see the Amazon stripped like that. It's kind of worrisome, you know what I mean? Guess that's where all your potato chips are coming from. The oils that they're making. I don't know, but I haven't watched any Nat Geo. I haven't read this, but that's like a scary image if you think of what the Amazon looks like and you see that one tree there. I know there's lots of crazy stuff happening there, but I would like to know more about it. So that's cut. I guess we're going to do 4 piles. This is like maybe read it. This one looks old. This one looks really old. This one is older than me. This one is 1976, April 1976. I didn't know I had these old ones. Now, oh, I didn't say it. I never even said it. I have this haul right here, right? I have this haul. Some lady gave them to me. It was really nice of her to give them all to me. But I have a haul of National Geographics from like the 30s. They don't have any pictures or anything. They kind of look like this, you know, on the top right here. They look older. They're like the 30s and 40s, even older. They're tucked away in some boxes, and I can't even get to them right now. But someday I will. I'll pull them out and we'll do a magazine haul on those old National Geographics. None of them have pictures on the covers, so it's definitely different, and the pictures inside are definitely different. It's interesting. It's interesting. Again, not my favorite type of magazines. I like art type of magazines, fashion magazines, or whatever. I'm making collage art, so you can find some old stuff. I have lots of vintage magazine hauls that are gonna come up on the channel as well, but that's one to look out for. This one, 1976. I'm not really sure what what to do with that one. Seems kind of old. I'll set it on the jade one, like maybe research it and see. My daughter loves sharks. I've said that like 4 times. So I'm going to put that with the Amazon one. This polar bear is really cute. He's a really cute little polar bear. And it looks like the map is inside of it. So you know that probably has, I don't know. See, the value is questionable with, let me stop showing any stuff. The value is questionable with these because they're so available. And it's not that they're bad magazines. That's a good thing for them to say for Nat Geo, is that people love them that much, but that many people have them. And you can find them, and now maybe someone inherited them or something, and now they're just trying to give them away. So if you want some Nat Geos, you can find them for free. CraigSpace, FaceSpace Marketplace. That's where, just look, free magazines. Trust me, you'll find them. I search for free magazines every day. It's something that I do. It's a habit. Sorry. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to magazines. I confess. And here I am trying to deal with my addiction with you. Thanks for being a support character in my addiction. I'm trying. Don't enable me. Just help me get through this. No, I'm joking. But this one's pretty cute, pretty cool. It has the map. I might keep it to just check out the polar bears because they're cool. These polar bears are fighting. These guys are not happy. There's a shortage on the fish market, and they are about that life. Look at that. Living up there in Alaska or something. Sounds crazy. Ooh, look at the picture, though. These guys are fierce. You don't be messing around with them polar bears. I know you see them in the Coke commercials and everything, but they're not to be played with, even though they look like they're having fun right here. I don't know if they're really fighting or if they're having fun. So how are you portraying them in the pictures? You making them mad? Okay, he's mad. He's definitely mad. He's definitely mad. I like this one. It's clean. It's cool. There's cool pictures. I like polar bears. Grizzly bears. This grizzly bear, he's pretty roughed up. Looks like he got scratched there, but man, them bears are vicious. I saw a black bear crossing the road the other day. I think I might have already said it. I don't know if I said it in this video or if it was another video, but I was just driving down the way and I saw something peeking out the road, because we like to drive the back roads up into the forest all the time. It's relaxing, not the traffic and stuff. So me and my daughter do that. We jam some tunes and we drive up into the forest, and I saw something peeking out of the bushes, and I'm like, I don't really know what that is, but I just kept driving. And then I looked in the rearview mirror and I saw a black bear just run across the road, and he was running down to the river spot. And in my mind, I'm like, man, there's a bunch of people down there right now. There's a bunch of people down there like swimming and hanging out by the river. And here comes the black bear. He wants him some fish too. You know what I'm saying? So watch out, man. They're around here. I like the bear. Someone else might like the bear too. He's kind of roughed up on the cover. Cats, they freak me out. Big cats. I'll take a little house cat. They're kind of crazy as well, but man, them big cats. I don't know, man. Big cats freak me out. So hey, cool pictures though. Big cats, probably. Take a look. Take a quick look. Took a gander. Ooh, what's that guy doing? That guy's creepy. He's watching you at night. He can see you when you're sleeping. He can see you when you're awake. Don't mess with the owl. The owl is crazy. I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and give away the leopard. We're gonna donate the leopard. Someone's gonna get him. Look at this guy. He keeps catching my eye. Catching my eye. Catching my eye. I'm gonna keep him reflective, even though it's kind of looks a little gross on the side. When is that? 1985. 1985. I don't know why I'm keeping that one. Maybe because it has the hologram or whatever you call that. Pharaohs. I don't know if I'm ready to make a decision on the pharaohs yet. What about oil? Life after oil. This is just after oil, powering the future. I bet there's some cool pictures. Let's just take a peek. I know we can't get everything. I can't get everything. There's some like petroglyphs and stuff. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. There are some cool pictures in here. There goes them alligators again, crocodiles. Not sure, one or the other. And then, okay, we're giving away the gas. Those gas pumps are cool though. You know you can make something real cool with that. I know I could. I don't know if that picture's in there. Sorry, I keep fading from the mic. It's gonna happen. I gotta reach around. This is growing fuel with corn. And then we're gonna feed you the corn. And then we're gonna fuel our cars with the corn. I don't know if that's true. Look at that cat though. He just looks so cute and innocent. Still jump down on you. I don't like it. Don't be sitting up there in them trees watching me. I'm trying to get my hike on. This guy's trying to stalk me like I'm some prey. I don't like that feeling. It's just showing some crops. Ooh, are those flamingos? Oh, are they standing like a flamingo? Do you see that? Oh, this way, this way. Wow. That's wild. That's a real picture of them like standing like flamingos. And they are flamingos. I gotta get closer, see if you could see. So, you know, the light ain't gonna catch it. They're actually standing like that. How did they get them to stand like that? That's nuts. I don't really know. Maybe they put the food there. So, how did that happen? I don't know. That's crazy. It's pretty wild. Do we have a bookmarker or something? We need to do some research on that. I need to read about that. I need to see how that is even possible. I'm gonna put that. Hey, you go over there. Okay. I don't know how that's possible. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Now, the end of cheap oil. Like I told you before, I was just up in Washington and what, $5 a gallon? $5 a gallon. Hopefully you don't have a gas guzzler. You're gonna need to get a Prius, man. I know. It's not the coolest looking car, but you're gonna need to get you a Prius. If you're gonna be stuck in this traffic all day, you might need something that, you know, doesn't guzzle the gas, unless it's like your weekend car, and then, you know, you can get that PT Pooper or something. We'll see. But this one here is not my vibe. 2004. It was a time. They're talking about no more cheap oil in 2004. What do you think's going to happen in 2024? It's not 2024, it's 2025. What about 2026? No more cheap oil, bruh. Gonna have to fuel it with some corn. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Mighty Eagle. He's very mighty. Check him out. America. It's America. Now, he's very bumpy. He took him a spill or two. He's got to get wet. You know, he's got to get wet to get his fish. What you expect? Someone keep setting their cups on these things. I can see a little ring on it. And then a little bit of moisture or something. I don't know. If you know what that's from, you can let me know. But it feels like someone putting their cereal bowl on here. What's happening? Don't really know. More big cats. More big cats. Oh, some eagles doing some crazy stuff. So, I don't know. It's pretty cool. I think because, oh, he's fighting the little fox. That fox, he's like, dude, I'm taking your fish. We're going to fight. Looks like they're actually in a fight, and it's going back and forth. One's winning, one's losing. He's chasing him. He's coming back to chase him. I don't know who won the fight. You comment below. This one, I think, I don't need to keep it. And then the D-Day one, it's cool, American flag and stuff. They can stay together, and we will donate those. Somebody would probably appreciate those. We won't dissect it. Apologies, I gotta do some reaching. Libya, we got Libya. We'll donate that one. We know that story. This one's crazy right here. I mean, we know, not political or anything, you know what I'm saying, but maybe overfishing the ocean just a tad, with them big old catch-all nets. Might not be good. You ever think about that? I mean, it just might not be a good thing. I do like tuna fish. I do like the fish, you know what I'm saying? But man, it's kind of crazy when you're just catching everything in the net. Drag net. What's that called? All right. Well, we're getting these. How am I going to get these without hitting this microphone? Okay. Brace your ears. I got to move the microphone for a second. If I touch this microphone, it starts to make funny noises. Hold on. Okay. All right, I'm back now. It's just that mic is like very sensitive, so I can't touch it. We got China Rising. If you didn't know, now you know. And we'll go ahead and donate that one. Just gotta get these off of the pile. Killer flu. I've had that 1 or 2 times. This guy, it's the memorial one. It's 1985. Go ahead and donate that one. We're not gonna get too much into it. Africa, does it have the map in there? Because that'd be nice. That might have been one that fell out. I'll put it over here, see if I can find the map for them so somebody will like it. Vikings. Were Vikings here before Columbus? That's a question. Is it answered in here? This is in 2000. I don't know. Don't know. We'll go ahead and donate that. I can't keep everything. I got to kind of go through some stuff and get them up. Igniting. Let's see this volcanoes. I like the idea. This is a map of Antarctica, supposedly. Is it round? Is it an ice wall? Tell me the truth. I don't know. They're not going to tell us. You can't go there, so don't even try it. Oh, look at this dude. That guy's crazy. Look at his face. He has a personality. He has a personality, and it's real. Look at this one. See, I don't know what that is, but it's cool. I think I might have looked at that when I was doing the magazine haul because I remember that picture. Oh, yeah, I definitely remember it. And this guy's face, look at him. He knows where Dory is. And Nemo. He knows where they're all at. Sharks. Would you go swimming with sharks? I would not go swimming with sharks, but if you're brave enough, take a picture. We want to see it. We want to see it. Is this the coral reef or something? Not really sure, but those are good pictures. Those are all good pictures. From 2002, the year of the deuce. 2002. What do we do with it? What do we do with it? What do we do with it? There's some cool pictures in there, but oh, that's like lava and stuff. And we got some skiers, got some cattle, some horses, and some people on trial or something. Yeah, I'll put it in the potentially cut folder. Man, it's getting hard on the choices because I like the Grand Canyon. I think we saw some beautiful pictures. Yeah, right there of the Grand Canyon. Beautiful picture of the Grand Canyon. I'm not sure how we use that into some collage art. Ooh, dog sleds. Maybe we can't see what they're eating right there, but I love dog sleds. I love huskies. Different story. I was telling that story in one of my other live streams. I'll spare you the story about me having a wolf as a pet. You can go back and watch it. I don't know which one it is. Maybe I'll tell the story again another time. Subscribe to the channel. We'll go through all these stories again. I have lots of stories for you. Lived like 8 lives. I think I'm on my 9th life, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not a cat, so maybe I have like 12 of them. So we'll see. I'll donate that one just because I think somebody would like the Grand Canyon. It's a cool place. It's iconic. Diamonds. This one has the rings on it as well. Lots of rings, lots of bumps. How far do the bumps go? It's not here now. Now that we're in here, there isn't none. Is that the National Lampoons or something? They're going on vacation. They're going on vacation. They got their Volkswagen packed. Station wagon. Ooh, that dude with his diamond. Now, how did you get that diamond? I don't know, but that girl is crazy. That girl is wild. I don't know if you can see that, but she is something else. See, that's like the diamond mine or something right there, which, you know, questionable ethics. That's, you know, up for you to decide. I don't know. There goes a bird floating around. Swamplands. There's a little black bear. He's kicking it up there. I'm not so scared of the bears. I don't like the big cats. And there's like a depiction of a ship. So, sunken ship. I'm going down with the ship. We'll go ahead and donate that one. Diamonds. I really want to go see a Mayan temple someday. I don't know if you've ever been there, or if you live in Mexico, or if you've ever been to one of those temples, but they look cool. They feel cool. The energy. What does it take to build one of those by that civilization? Just interesting. Just an interesting thing. Like if I had the money to go tour around the world, then that might be one of my stops. And then after that, I'm gonna go to the beach and soak in some sun rays. Sounds like an interesting time. But you know, in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Some crazy stuff though, you know. So there's a sad story too about all that. Narwhals. Are those really narwhals? Hey, not cool, dude. Don't be hunting the narwhals. Look at them. Look at them. There's a whole pack of them. Thought they were mythical creatures. No, we got them right here. Nat Geo. And I have noticed my hands getting a little dirty over here. I'm going to keep that one. Inspo. It's inspo to maybe go to Mexico. Killer hurricanes kind of freak me out. I don't know. I live up northwest. I live in the northwest, so we don't have hurricanes like that. If you live down in that area, I mean, what do you think? What do you think of them hurricanes? They're a little sketchy. I think if your home's built fine, maybe build it on some stilts, some good concrete reinforcement, you know what I'm saying? Get some hurricane windows and maybe have those, like, you know, the stores that just close it, like the old slide down the metal thing to block up your home. That might be cool. I think they probably build those. I don't know. That might be something. It's sad to see what happens to people, you know, and what happens to their livelihoods when that could just come through and wipe it out. That's another one. I think there's another one for tornadoes, and it's like, man, it's crazy to know that can just happen. And sad. It's definitely sad, and I feel for the people. It's not something. My daughter really freaked out about stuff like that. She's like freaked out about even the ocean. She just freaked out about the ocean, and so she wouldn't let us live by the coast in that kind of. We live like, you know, an hour away from the coast, so a little safer. But living like right there in like Miami or something, or, you know, Tampa or something, it's like, dude, you're just waiting to get hit. It's like it's a whole season of hurricanes. It's kind of creepy. And same with tornadoes. I think there is one about tornadoes in here. Right there. We found it. Tornadoes, chasing tornadoes. You got some guts running around chasing tornadoes. Now, I will say this, but I've never lived where hurricanes are, and I've only seen a few tornadoes where, like, in the distance, and didn't ever experience that. But I do like a good storm, like a thunderstorm. If I could sit out on the porch and like enjoy a thunderstorm, it's kind of cool. Lightning storm, as long as it don't mess my stuff up, and I don't like to see people getting hurt from those things. But they are kind of majestic, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Both of these natural disasters, you got to live where these are at to really understand how crazy they are. Up here we have like forest fires. You know what I'm saying? We have forest fires. Those are our natural disasters. Here's probably one about it. Oh no, it looks like it's burning. You know, the sky goes orange. That's what happens to us. But you know, they're everywhere. It's Earth. Nat Geo. That's why it's called Nat Geo. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know with these. I like them, but maybe I don't want to think about disaster. It's probably not. I want to think about luxurious stuff. Let me get the luxurious magazine. I want to think about stuff like that because I don't want to be manifesting problems into my life. You know what I mean? So I'm going to set those to the side. This is something else I don't want to manifest in my life. Some creepy spiders. Are you an arachnophobic? What do you call it? What was that movie? Arachnophobia or something like that. Kind of crazy. Here's another crazy story. I have so many stories. I'll tell them to you as we do these live streams. My dad used to have tarantulas as pets. Creepy. I don't know why. Why he got tarantulas as pets? I don't know. He loved them. He liked them. He let them walk all over his body and stuff. And I'm like, dude, you're freaking me out right now. I do not like that. And I would only stay with him for, you know, the summertime and stuff. So I'd come down and he's got his tarantula pets, and down in Phoenix, or outside of Phoenix, like Glendale area. And it's a culture shock in a way. You know what I'm saying? Living in the Northwest, coming down and staying in Phoenix. Dude got tarantula pets. We got cockroach neighbors. You know what I'm saying? This is not something I'm used to. Another thing that freaks me out, I don't like cockroaches. We're going to get rid of the spider, you know, to each his one own. Look at this. We were talking about the owl. Look at these owls. They're hunting. They're hunters. They can see at night. Their heads spin 360. Nah, he's cool though. He looks really cool. I like the look of him. A little crazy. A little creepy. He's got personality. He's angry. He's angry. Now this guy looks funny. He's got that flat face. I don't know. You tell me the name of this type of owl, but he has that flat face. He's different. He's different. Owls. I used to have all these owl decorations. I don't know why, but I just had these owl decorations because I had like teal and, you know, that kind of color palette going on. cream and brown and stuff. And I don't know, I guess owls are like in that color range when you're going to like Home Goods or something. And my whole house was decorated with like owls and stuff. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, we got some birds. Got some birds. This is an older one, 1990. It just feels old and looks old. I saw a cool jewels. Look at that jewel. Look at that jewel. I could totally cut that out. But, oh, look at those jewels. Wow. Ain't that something? I was just going to say, I have plenty of jewels. Where's my favorite magazine? Oh, it's buried. It's buried under those other ones. But that one has plenty of jewels in it, so I don't really need these jewels, although those are something else right there. Make sure it's not bad. Make sure it's not bad. Some more jewels right here. Pretty cool. That one's actually pretty cool. We will let's put it in the research pile. It looks pretty clean. See if it's researchable. See if it's worth anything. You know, Nat Geo's probably not. But we're not gonna, you know, say no. Give my daughter something to do. Go research this. Dinosaurs. Did they ever die? Are they still here? I wanted to go and see. That's crazy. That's outside. Dinosaur Lake. I don't know. He's kind of crazy. We got to get through these, man. We got to get through these, or these I'm going to have them forever. More is that the same one? That looks like the same one. This one, is it the same? Ooh, yep. We have a doopy. The duper. I guess this one's cleaner. Let's put that in the research pile, I guess. And then we'll put this in the giveaway pile. So we can do something with it. Looks like we have another dinosaur. He is crazy looking. Oh, 2007. No. We're just going to have to make some decisions here. And I think we need another pile because that one's leaning up against my painting from Michelangelo. It's not really a painting. It's a kind of a print. It's a print that I got. This lady looks really cool, but I can feel that something's wrong with it. 1985. Looks like we got another comment. I can't read it. Maybe I'll jump into it here in a minute after I can go through these, but appreciate you coming by. We have a new graphic, so it may look a little different. I've been trying to change it up and flip it up. Oh, we can't show these. We gotta be careful to not show what's happening. I'm getting sidetracked because we don't want to get YouTube mad at us. So this lady's cool. We'll go ahead and donate that one as well. Here we go, back to the chimpanzee family, or I don't know. It's not the chimpanzee family. This guy, he freaks me out. I'm sorry. He's funny. He looks like one of my uncles, but he creeps me out. Bigfoot. I've seen Bigfoot before, but have you seen him? He's creepy. He's right there. And then these monkeys. This guy's really cute. I could see how he kind of looks like a human. He's got some personality too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those. I've had enough fun looking at that monkey. I don't know what's inside of those, but I don't really want to know. You thought this was a bird, didn't you? You thought it was a bird. It's not. He's looking at you. He sees you. He wants that fish. You better watch out. He's gonna grab it right off your line. Oh, make sure I'm not showing stuff. Yeah, we'll donate that one. Donate that one as well. Which one is this? From 2000. Let's kind of get through these. I gotta make some choices here. If not, I'm gonna get buried alive with all these magazines. I gotta get. Whoa! Don't hit my painting. If I don't do this, then I'm gonna be stuck with all these magazines, and I have so many more that are really more interesting to me, that are great for cutting up for collage art, that are great for just checking out, maybe doing some reactions together on. And these are not it, because I'll get, you know, in trouble on YouTube. So we'll go ahead. That one's Pakistan. Look at these guys, the meerkats. Meerkats, they're pretty cute. Yeah, I remember their show. You guys still on, or did they cancel you guys' show? Just wondering. 2002, September 2000. Oh, it's got the map in it. So the maps, I guess, make it more valuable because they fall out and stuff. Look at those guys. They're cute little critters. Yeah, don't show none of that. And we'll donate it. Somebody might want it, and that'll help out the place. So they can, you know, give away more food to people. If they make more money, then they can get more food to donate to people. So that's cool. Now, again, we're back to big cats. Big cats kind of freak me out, although they would make some really cool collage art. Really cool collages. Oh, he was looking pretty fierce. Yeah, we're not going to use that because, you know, he's eating. He's eating, you know. Might be a little graphic for the kiddos out there. Sea monsters. Makes you not want to go in the sea anymore, doesn't it? What about the lake? Nessie? Nessie in the lake? I don't really know. We'll go ahead and donate that one. Looks like we got pandas. Panda Incorporated. What does that mean? What does that mean? Did you guys like start a business or something? Or are you guys using the pandas? Now that's not cool. Look at all the trash. At least he's scooping it up, but man, that is not the beach to go to. That is a pretty beach right there. Pretty ocean right there. Are there sea monsters in those seas? I don't know. This guy's, oh yeah, we can't. It's just there's sensitive stuff inside these, so we got to be very careful with what we're doing. I got to be careful talking here because, you know, Nat Geos, they're really cool, beautiful pictures, but definitely some graphic stuff. I like birds. I like to put birds in it, but I do have a newer Nat Geo that has a bunch of birds, and I already have marked the pages that I was going to pull out. I saw that statue face right there. Don't know who that is. Who's that? Alexander the Great or something? I don't know. I didn't read it. Oh, skip for a second. The Darwin. That one, I already have the one I was going to keep. I have a lot more. I have a lot more. I'm sorry. I gotta get through these. Y'all are helping me. I'm trying to deal with my magazine addiction problem, and I gotta start thinning the herd because I don't necessarily need all these. You know what I'm saying? What's that? The body in space. Stem cells. Let's see. Ooh. Hey, I got their mail. I'm not gonna show their address. You think there's a check in here? You think there's a check in this? I don't really know, but I'm let me tell this story. I got a story for you. Here's a funny story. Oh, you guys owe $7.63, and then the total amount due is $6.09. So you got to pay that bill. It's due to MCI. I don't know what that is. Recycle. Hey, those giraffes. Check those guys out. Yeah, here's a funny story for you. I used to work for this music school, right? Music school. Now, they had bought this building. It was, you know, how do I say it? The masonry block builder people. You know what I'm saying? Not to get anything on YouTube. We got to be careful with what we say and who we're talking about. But there was one of their old buildings, and the music school bought it because it was like, had fire damage and stuff, and they thought they were going to fix it up, right? There's a bunch of old books in there, and one of the guys' job was to go through the books and just kind of organize them. But he was like flipping through them, and $100 bills just started falling out. Literally like crazy, like the old $100 bills, like with red, you know, not all hundreds, 50s and 20s and stuff, but it had the red ink and stuff on them, and they were just so old. It was crazy. It was wild to see that happen because people stash money in books, not so much in magazines. I flip through these sometimes to see if something will fall out with older ones because people would hide money inside of them. But we just found someone's mail. We found a bill. We don't need a bill. We need an actual like bill that I could go and spend over at the gas station and go get some Takis. I'm joking. I don't eat Takis. You know what I mean. I need to go over and get me some snacks or something after talking for an hour. This here looks like what, you know, they landed that. You know that, right? It's still out there. It's rolling around on Mars. Welcome home. Didn't you want to go live on Mars? This is what it looks like. I don't know. Looks kind of dusty. It's kind of dusty to me. I don't know. You're trying to go live there. I'm cool. I'm cool over here in the Northwest. I know we got some forest fires and stuff, but it's green. It's green, okay? We got water. I'm gonna stay where the water's at. Don't plan on moving to Mars. What you talking about, Mars? I'm not going there. I don't care what you say. You're not sending me in no spaceship. And on that tip, since everything's trying to go AI and everything's trying to go robotics and stuff, we're the last of the humans. We're the last of the real humans. So act like one. Don't send a text to your friend. Show up at their front door and be like, hey, what you doing? You want to hang out? Let's go ride some bicycles or something. I don't text people anymore. I don't allow them to text me. I'm like, I'm going to send you a voice text. You're going to hear my voice. You're going to hear my personality. And I'm going to show up at your front door and see if you want to hang out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to act like a real human. I don't like work on social media anymore. I don't go and like posts, and I don't go and follow people because I'm like, we're the last of the humans. We need to hang out and be with each other and experience it, because soon, you know, robots, they're going to have robot girlfriends and stuff. You're not even going to have a real girlfriend anymore. You got to go meet one now before it's too late. I'm sorry, I'm just messing around. Here's one of my rants talking about going to Mars. I don't think so. Not me, bro. You're not sending me in no spaceship. I'm not going to go live in your little shuttle. I don't care how much billions you put into it. Have fun with that. Maybe you guys go to Saturn. You can go off to Saturn. Is that what Saturn looks like? I think AI can make you a better CGI picture by now. I'm sure of it. Well, I guess this was 2004, a little before the AI image revolution. But that's another reason why I love magazines, especially from a little bit ways back, because it's all real photo. It's all real pictures. Well, that might not be a real picture, but he really made that. Somebody really made that. But these kind of ones actually might be interesting because, ooh, that's crazy. They might be interesting because you could get some crazy pictures like that. Now, is it a real picture? I'll let you decide. Was that really taken? Is that really Saturn? Is that what Saturn looks like? Is there water on Saturn? I don't know. That's that's somebody else. I live on Earth, and I'm going to stay living on Earth. Even though we have earthquakes, the next big one, they always tell us that in the Northwest, the next big one's coming, so brace yourself. I don't know. Well, if it happens here, all the magazines are going to fall over on me because they're stacked so high. They're just like about to fall over. It's crazy. That's why I need to deal with these, because these are stacked high. Now, is that the Grand Canyon again? I can't see. Yeah. Glen Canyon. I don't know what Glen Canyon. You know Glen Canyon? Maybe it's part of the Grand Canyon. Maybe if you read the article, stupid, it would tell you. I know. I should probably read it, but looks pretty. Pretty. Looks like a desert. Got some hieroglyphs. It's kind of cool. Donated to somebody. It's nice. The big thaw. The water level is rising. Let's all buy a house by the ocean. Sounds like it should make a lot of sense. I mean, I don't know. Glaciers are cool. I want to go to Alaska. I've been to Alaska when I was a kid, like 3rd grade. I got to go to Alaska with my mom. She shoved us all into a car, and we drove up to Alaska. And I got to go to the start of the Iditarod in Anchorage, Alaska. And it was like the coolest thing as a kid, because I love dog sleds. I love huskies, and I just loved that type of thing. I don't know. It was a weird thing for me as a kid to like just love dog sleds, but it was really fun, really cool. And I got to go to the starting line of the Iditarod. Somewhere there's a picture of me. Oh, there goes my phone vibrating. Someone wants to call me, but sorry, I've been talking to my magazines. Yeah, I really love dog sleds. And then going up to Anchorage to where the Iditarod is, somewhere there's a picture of me like on the little dog statue. And I don't know if you know what the Iditarod is, but it's like a really big dog sled race that happens in Alaska. I don't know. I'm not telling you. I'm not a historian. Uh-oh, something's happening with my thing. My screen's doing some weird stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It was a cool experience for me to go up to Alaska, but I was a kid, and I've seen videos of like traveling. I don't know if y'all watch this YouTube channel. It's like called like Through My Lens or something. Maybe you've seen them. They're pretty popular on there, and I like their videos. He goes with his dad sometimes, and he goes with his wife and stuff to do things. But I really like how they did their Alaska trip. It kind of shows you like the road up there in Alaska. And I've watched a lot of Alaskan shows. They go a lot of cool places, so it's an interesting channel. Maybe check them out. Through My Lens. They might have a California one as well, but interesting ones. I like that. I want to kind of see this one a little more. I might actually cut it for the blue because I have a concept idea in my head. Skin. 2002. One about skin. Here. Oh, there's that falling out again. That's not real mail. I'm watching you. I don't know what that's about. It's kind of something else. Oh, there's her backside. Don't want to see that. Yeah, we'll let someone else experience that. I'm living in my skin. This is the secret to living longer. I don't, you know, I want to live longer. I don't want to live forever. That's where people are trying to get to live forever, and I would never want to live forever. Never, ever, forever. That's just me, though. It's too much crazy stuff going on. I'll live one life. It's enough. It's enough. This one, love. Kind of want to learn a little bit more about love. Never really know about that. So, can never learn too much about love. You know what I'm saying? It's good to understand people, and I'm gonna keep that one. Actually, keep that one. Now, what's on your mind? I don't know. Don't put those things on my head. That's what's on my mind. don't even think about touching me with that stuff. But we'll let someone else think about that. And healing the heart. Does it heal broken hearts? That's another question for another day. Maybe that goes with the love one. Can you heal the heart? We're getting through it. We're getting through it, I promise. I'm going to try to at least get an idea. I was supposed to be cutting up magazines. Where's my razor blade? It's over there somewhere. I'm supposed to be slicing these up, but I got to at least evaluate what's happening. Why the world loves soccer. We talked about this one. I think someone would like this magazine. There's lots of people who love soccer out there, so I think that would be a cool one to donate to the place, because someone would probably buy it. This one, I have dupes of this one. Let me show you. See, it's got cool native stuff in here, and I just love it. I love it. It's cool. I wouldn't cut it up for collage art, but learn some more about the history and stuff. I don't want to show it because you never know if it's graphic or not. Oh, excuse me, can't find it, but it also has a bunch of stuff about rubies and sapphires. We already have a dupe of that, and now I'm starting a weird pile. I don't know what that pile's about. Here we go. Alaska. The frontier. Ooh, look at that. That's wild. That is wild. It's a cool picture. Oh, there's maps in here too. Oh, we're just talking about Alaska. Oh, I was rambling about Alaska again. That's what was happening. Cool stuff and then random stuff. That's why there's no consistency. There's no consistency in these magazines. And I'll show you. I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you my favorite magazine here in a minute once I can get through these and just make a decision of what's happening. Let's donate that because it's pretty clean and somebody would probably want it. This one, Bodies in Space. We already told you I'm not sending my body to space. It's not happening. Here, if you want to go to space, you go live with this guy. You go live with him. He lives down in the water, down in the deep. He's an alien. And here's his friend. He got a big old noggin. Wild looking fish, man. You'd say there's aliens. They're right there in the water. Oh, that was cool. They're like Mardi Gras or something. But see, now we're in Egypt or something somewhere and looking at mummies. And why did it change? Why did it change? That's the only thing that I don't like. I want some kind of consistency with it. Like if I want a book about coffee and I want to know why we love coffee, I want the whole thing to be about coffee. You know what I'm saying? I could get into that. I could probably go to a coffee shop and hang out with some cool hipster girl and she could tell me all about coffee. Like we said, I think we already flipped it. We already flipped to this. They teach you how to make that. But again, just pour the creamer in there. I'm about to chug this. I'm about to chug it. Someone might want to buy it. Is it in good shape? No, we'll sell it. We'll give it donating. I like this one. Wolf to Wolf. Pretty cool. I like it. It was showing different dogs. I don't think I flipped through it, but look at that husky right there. He's kicking it. He's just there with his dog friends. That's a whole bunch more. I have a cool dog magazine. I think I showed it. I showed it in one of my last lives. I have a cool dog magazine. We're going to cut it up together, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to keep that one. This one, got a bunch of elephants out there. Look at this guy. He got something to say. He has something to say. Believe it or not, you're going to hear him regardless. You trying to sleep? Are you trying to sleep over here? Because it's not happening. No. Oh, look at this guy. He's a little cutie. He will bite you, though. He will bite you. He's hungry for some fresh meat. We got some kids in school. We got some more sharks. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. We just gotta get these off of my table. I need to make some more collage art and I can't do it. This guy, you can see half of his face. He's interesting. He's an interesting fellow. I could, you know. Oh, hammerhead. Hammerhead right there. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool little guy. And then now we're in the desert. I don't know where we are now, but I'm lost. Lost in space. This one is like sand flowing down like a waterfall or something. Pretty wild. All over the place. Just all over the place. I was joking about this guy earlier, but he is kind of cool. He looks clean. This is 2004. November. Let's see if we can find him. Mothman. I know where Mothman lives. Just ask me. I'll tell you. He's over there. Actually, it's Moss Man. Moss grows over everything. Just, yep, that's not cool. Not cool. We're deep in the sea again. I'm lost again. Just don't know. Don't know what we are, where we're doing. It's a cool cover. I like it for the cover. Now, to our Egyptian stuff here before before it gets too long. I don't even know. This is going on, and I haven't even cut a single page out. My life. My life, my life, my life. This one is Pharaohs. Pharaoh of the Sun. So you know who that is, right? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Here is the Egypt. Look, this map. So people like these maps. They're pretty cool. They get lost a lot. I already have like, I don't know. These ones fell out. So trying to figure out where they go. I don't really care. I'm just trying to donate them to somebody. There's that. I've seen that a bunch of times on the Alien show, you know. The Alien show. So that one's pretty cool though. It has the map. I think about keeping it inside Egypt's secret vault. Was that King Tut's? Because we have the one about King Tut. Is there more secret vaults? Random, very random. Let's just go ahead and donate that one. Okay, we're getting some stuff done. My table's getting cleared. Are y'all ready to make some collage art? We're gonna do that here next live stream. I'll have my table back. Thank goodness. Oh, here goes one. It's like from the Jungle King or what? Africa's Nature Reserve. So that's the map for it. And big old giraffe right there. He's cool. We have one of those at the zoo around here. A couple of them. They're interesting. You can feed them. You can feed them if you just come up there with some long grass. That one's kind of cool too, from September 2001. I think somebody would like that. And then here's the face of King Tut. We know that's what he looked like. I'll tell you what, we can tell from his bone structure that that's his face. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. This is not Wrigley's. What, do you remember Wrigley's? Here, I gotta try to find it. I think we found it earlier. I think he's in here. There wasn't a whole lot of it. It shows his some of what his tomb would have looked like. I thought it had, well, there's the gold face right there. The golden boy. He's balling. Let's give that to someone. It's pretty nice. Who's this? This guy. He's interesting too. I like him. These animals have a personality. Let's make sure we're not showing anything. Beautiful. What a beautiful picture. I like it. I like that a lot. I could do something with that. It's kind of desert. And then look at that. That's really beautiful too. I like that as well. So that's nice. Now we're getting more nature pictures. Here we go. We're on the coast. We're on the coast. What coast? I don't know. Read it and find out. Kind of the desert. Kind of looks like the desert because I see some cactus up there. But there's like some mist going on and some sagebrush or something. We're probably in Arizona. Here's what it's like. You know what I mean? You're living right, right on the edge. Here you go. I know it looks dry, but we bring our water in plastic water bottles, so we're fine. Yeah, so there's a bunch of other stuff here. I kind of like this one. This guy, he's interesting. Kind of like him. I can't keep too many of these. This African gold. She is plated. She's dripping. Super dripping in gold. Dripping in gold. Look at that cactus. I was going to use, I needed some cactus stuff for a collage art piece that I was gonna make, but I think I already found it, so I don't need to sacrifice this book just for that half a cactus right there. Oh man, lots of gold. They got lots of gold. I seen somewhere on some. Oh, look at that. That's the same picture, and that shows her like her wrists and stuff. She's really got that gold going on. That's cool. I mean, she's balling. Come over here. I know a place. They'll buy gold for cash. The sign is big. It's we'll buy your gold for cash. They all up in your face. I don't think she wants to sell it. Here's our problems over here in the Northwest. This is our natural disasters right here, is the forest fires. And we have those. It's becoming our own little season. It used to not be as bad as it's been, but it's been getting crazy up here, you know, all the way up to Canada and Alaska as well, because I have a lot of those beetle kill trees and stuff, so it's dry and it starts burning. And once it's burning, you ain't stopping the burn, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little tricky, a little crazy. It has to happen. It's natural for the forest to like rebirth and stuff, but not the best. This one has another ring on the front of it. I don't think the camera can really see that, but someone really likes setting their cereal bowls on these, you know, and you can tell when it's cereal because there's like little milk splashes or something. That's what I think. Okay, here's these ones. Get them out of the way. My table. I can see the table again. Oh, wow, that's amazing. I can see the table again. I love it. So we had these ones. We decided to go ahead and keep these or do some research because that famous picture, and then the Found magazine, which is a little roughed up. But then we have the Egypt one, Death of the Nile, and then it's got the skinny one that's both sides, the Found and the Death of the Nile on it. So I'm going to slip that in there so I don't forget it. And then I'm keeping this one. I have dupes of this one. Here's this one right here. Going to definitely keep these and store them away. Why? I don't know why. Maybe one day I'm going to read them. But I have thousands of magazines. And these are the ones that I've been reading lately. Oh, I don't even want to touch it with my dirty hands. These are the magazines I've been reading a lot lately. I love them. Live Artfully. So much cool stuff inside here. And like I was talking about with jewels, like diamonds, you need diamonds and stuff. Man, these things, just so much cool stuff inside of here. I mean, it just makes you want to like redesign your house or like do some crazy stuff to your house and just live artfully, you know what I'm saying? And they're very interesting because the articles are like from artists, all these articles about different artists and how they create stuff, and everyone's so interesting, you know. Artists are always very interesting people, so really makes it. And then you can see there's all this cool stuff in here for collage art, and so I've been cutting these up. I have a bunch of them now, so I'm just trying to, you could get those diamond earrings or something. This one, I don't know, I'm just missing by them, but they'll have big pieces that you could just make really cool collage art out of, and you just never know, but you could use that diamond ring. There's usually like big diamond jewelry inside of there, and they've been my favorite magazines. They're not cheap. I can't ever find them where someone's giving them away like these Nat Geos, and I can't find them for very cheap. The first ones I found were at the place where I'm talking about donating these magazines to. I found one for 50 cents, and I found another one for 50 cents, and I was like, yes, I am totally buying those, and I bought them, and I have multiples, and I'm probably going to give them away. I'm trying to figure out Free Magazine Friday on this channel. I've been having so much stuff going on. It's just really hard to get it all together, but I want to give away free magazines every Friday. It's something that I want to do because I have so many, and like I found that one for cheap, and I have a double of it, and I'm already cutting one up, and so the other one, somebody else can enjoy it as much as I enjoyed it. Hopefully, well, there's hair on it. So I want to do that. I really, really want to do that. I just have so many things that I'm trying to do and get organized, and these are part of it. I have to evaluate my situation. Look at, there's some beautiful patterns right there you could use, but I just have to evaluate my stuff because I have thousands and thousands of magazines. I want to make collage art. I want to cut them all up. I have, like I was talking about earlier in the video, I have now got these to organize them all. So organize all the clippings. We're on these live streams. We're going to make clipping packs together. I showed you the video of the clipping packs. Do I have it still? Maybe I can pull it up again in case you missed that. Let's see if I can get it to play. Oh, these are kind of showing what the clipping packs will look like. This is them laid out on the table. It's just tons of clippings from magazines that are stylized. So I want to make these with y'all together, where we can make these packs together, and then somebody can win it and someone can make some collage art out of it, and then maybe they'll share it with us all, and it'd be super interesting and a super fun community. And I'm really looking forward to doing that. So we'll just have to see what happens. But I have already boxes and boxes and boxes of magazine clippings, so I've been organizing them. Now I bought these other boxes to organize them further so we can easily go through them together. Right now, I just have boxes of magazines that are blocking me in, so I definitely need to deal with that. And something that I'm trying to get a hold on, trying to get a grip on what's going on around here so I can get my focus in. That's why I redid the channel art and I kept it simple. I just needed to keep it simple, and so that was something that I had to do. So I finally did it. I didn't want to waste my day. I wanted to live stream yesterday, but I realized that I needed to fix the channel art of the banner, and then I went ahead and zoomed in on my face and got rid of the album or the magazine cover looking thing, because too much text is maybe confusing people, and I just wanted to keep it simple and get it to where people can understand what the channel is about. It's about magazines, it's about making collage art, it's about being creative, and it's about sharing with other people, because I want to share with other people, and I want other people to share with us, and I want it to be fun for everybody and not negative. Very positive community. Want everyone to be super positive and supportive of each other, because collage art, we're not all super crazy artists, and if you are, that's great. And if you're very established in the art community, I appreciate that. I respect that. But for us, I really think that we're just everyone just having fun. It's a good way to relieve stress. It's a good way to hang out with each other and flip through some magazines and make some fun, quick collage art and not take it too seriously and forget about all the troubles that are going on out there in the world. And it just gives us, or stress that's in our personal lives and stuff. It's a very good way. I recommend it. I didn't ever expect to be doing this. I used to make music and do things like that. I didn't expect collage art to be such a life changer for me, from just being taking my as a hobby, taking the stress away, stop worrying about things and just doing it. And it totally takes your mind off of everything else. You know why? Because you're walking around with a sharp razor blade right by your finger and you don't want to cut your thumb off. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of you focus in, you're trying to get those detail cuts. Even with scissors, you're trying to get the detail cuts. You stop thinking about everything else. So I would totally recommend it to anybody that's going through anything in life, or if you just need to unwind and decompress from being out in that traffic all the time, or being in a cubicle, or wherever you are, or you got a bunch of kids. I don't know your situation, but I do think it is a great way to relieve the stress, take your mind off of everything. And it helped me, and I think that maybe sharing my story with other people and kind of just creating with other people and having a good time together, I think that it's a really good thing that we can do together. And I really appreciate the people who subscribed. I don't know, I didn't get to see it if our new little logo notification popped up on the screen, but it should have. I redesigned that to just our little logo with the barcode, because it's supposed to make sense with magazines. And I redid the banner on the page, and again I zoomed in on the cover. And then I'm super appreciative. It's really hard for me to read these comments on here, and it's something that I gotta figure out in the future. I see someone here, they love collages. I can't necessarily read it that great. I'm gonna try to blow it up and make it where I can read them in the future. Again, when I'm slicing around with my knife, I gotta be careful. So maybe I'll come and reply to them here on the side. That afterwards, I think I can reply to them if I can get out of the frame or somehow. I need to figure it out. This is a new live streaming setup. It's a new channel. I haven't really done a lot of live streaming on this channel or any other kind of YouTube platform of something like this. So it's totally new to me. I'm trying to figure it out. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I really want it to be a really cool place where we could all just hang out, get creative together, and have some fun, and see some interesting stuff, because these magazines are very interesting. These are a little out of my comfort zone, because there's a lot of weird stuff inside of them as well, which I don't necessarily want to focus on. I like fashion stuff. I like cars. I like luxurious. I have a luxurious magazine haul coming up. I'm gonna post it tomorrow, I hope. I just finished editing it. It's a Rob Report magazine, so look out for that one. I think it's cool. The clippings are really cool that have come out of those so far, so look out for those. I'm happy we got to hang out, and I'm kind of I was supposed to be slicing these magazines up, but it took me this long to just evaluate which ones to cut. I don't want to just cut up magazines just for the fun of cutting them up, you know. I want to cut them up for a purpose, to making collage art and also passing them along so everyone else can make some collage art too. And if not, I'll pass those magazines along so that place can they can sell them, and then they can give back to the community through their food bank. So it's another way for them. And then I'm also going to give some of these to my teenage daughter. Again, I'm a single full-time parent, so I have a teenage daughter. It's a little crazy having a teenage daughter, but luckily she's nothing like me, so nothing like me when I was a kid. So I was super blessed to have her, and she's like the most amazing thing and changed my life. But I plan on giving her the magazines that I don't plan on using, and she can maybe try to sell them on eBay to help support her creative projects, because she needs money for all her creative projects, but she's just a teenager and doesn't have, the means to do that. So maybe by getting her listing some stuff on like eBay or something, then she can make a couple dollars from them, and it'll help fund her, and then those will help fund the food bank, and then these will help fund our creative fuel over here. So it's something that we're going to just keep on working on. I'm going to keep on getting it better, and I'm just so thankful for everyone who wants to show up, and everyone who catches these on the live stream, or if you catch them in the video archived. And that's why I just started doing it on YouTube, because it's like they'll just archive the videos. I mean, the quality ain't horrible, so people can go check these out later, and they can start sharing with us as well in the future, and like our community posts or something like that. So it's all a process, and and I have so many things in my brain that I just want to keep it going and keep doing it, but gotta systematically do it, or it'll get a little chaotic here in my brain. So I gotta try to knock things out one by one, stop getting buried by magazines, because if that big earthquake hits, all those are gonna fall on my head, and we can't have that happen. Anyways, I'm going to come back hopefully tomorrow. I'll be back with another live stream. And we can do some more cutting. Actually, let's actually do some cutting. Let's do some creating. I got my table back. Let's create something. I don't know. I've been talking for hours now. I need some water. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time.